Prophet Angel met his son, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri. This father-son relationship between these two men of God is one of a kind. And it was on the birthday of Prophet Shepherd Bushiri. And these are beautiful words that Prophet Angel shared on the day, on the birthday of Prophet Shepherd Bushiri. The presidents were available. They were in, the vice president was in the auditorium. But these shocking words, these deep words, these words that made a lot of sense, that carry a lot of power, Prophet Ibrahim just shared it, and it was, I was just like, Prophet Ibrahim got that, grabbed that opportunity and educated the people of Malawi, including the elites, people occupying higher positions. That is his birthday wish to and that is the toast that he's supposed to give, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you miss the chance to have seen this video, this is the time, this is the video. Let's go and watch this one.
Prophetically declaring that may God fill this year with a lot of blessings that will confuse your enemies. And while it's at it, I want to kind of not really say much about you, as I already know what God has invested in you, but to speak to every political leader here that has graced this occasion. The vice president, the right vice president, said something to me when we were sitting there. He said, if you eat from your own plate, you don't have a case to answer. I loved that because he ate from our plate tonight. So he has a case to answer. I look around the world and I see something that is profound, where me and my beautiful wife, we move around the world. And if they don't acknowledge us as anything, they would acknowledge that UEBERT Angel has made an impact. But they will also acknowledge that Shepherd Bushiri has made an impact. Now, in this country, as much as I understand the agricultural prowess of Malawi and what it's able to do and what it's exporting, but I would be very honest with you, using normal English, I'll be very honest with you that the biggest product you created as Malawi to everyone around the world, be it airports, in the market, in towns, wherever you go to, would be Bushiri. I don't want to lie to you. I know this because I'm a learned. I went to school. I read a few things. So I know what Malawi can produce and what it has produced and what the economy of Malawi is doing and what the trade is doing. But I also know one thing, that wherever we go, they would rather ask about Bushiri than the agriculture. As much as that might shock you, everywhere we go, you come from where? Malawi? Do you know Malawi? Yeah. Do you know Africa? Yeah. You know Bushiri? The conversation goes. That means he is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, and I have to say the greatest according to me, product of Malawi and the product of Africa. Now, that being the case, I'm happy that we have political leaders. We have the mayor who spoke fluently, and of course, my favorite vice president now around the world. He danced, he spoke. I had to wait out there and just wait for your speech to actually go a distance. And I realized you were talking about elections. I think it's elections when? When is elections? September. So I'm here to tell you who will win so that we don't have any problem. And how many know I don't miss? Yeah, so I know for sure there are some political leaders there and they're wondering and shaking, what is he saying? Now,
say you have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even $10,000. What will you do with that amount of money? Do you want to put it in savings? Because that's bullshit. You want to put it in treasury bill? That is double bullshit. You want to put it in bonds? That's triple bullshit. Do you know what you can do with that money? You need to go all in. This is the time. I feel it so hard. this is a time that millionaires will be made in the space of 4 years and even beyond, right? So this is a time to slap your money in cryptos. This is a time to invest your money in stocks. This is a time to, do margin trading in forex and synthetic indices and all of that, right? I am the right mentor for you. I'm the one who's going to show you the rightful strategy, how this thing works. No cap. Absolutely no cap, right? So I'm doing a promo and we have, canceled $80 to $40. You pay. I'm going to mentor you in whatever department you want me to mentor you in. And it's just nuggets, no bullshit, right? My name is Sean Nixon, and let's meet at the other side. Let's go.
I want to say something about politicians. Politicians get born again twice before each election. They attend services. They are good at meetings. I'm not referring to you, but I have to say this. So what happens with politicians is they come here and give a lot of speeches, nice ones. And some sit down and they are hearing us. But you have a case to answer. You ate from our plate. Now, the point is, I'm making this point. I stand here as a presidential envoy and an ambassador at large, the first in my country. And recently, as the African Union Ambassador for Religious Dialogue and Humanitarian Affairs. Now, that is my country that managed to recognize the importance of honoring a voice of God. What I implore, or rather encourage African leaders, is to see what God has placed in their own country, like the likes of Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, that everyone here, a court of many colors from all countries, have come to. I think you were seeing the dances that you liked so much. Botswana. We're talking about Ethiopia is here. We're talking about America is here. India is here. Zimbabwe, very much here. All these people came to honor one person. Ghana is here. It is a. Now, came to honor one man. One man who is not from Zimbabwe. He is not from Zambia. He is not from Namibia. He is not from Europe. He is not from America. It is not enough to just come and be with him. It's enough for our governments to start honoring sons of the soil. It's nothing. Honor is nothing. Doesn't cost anything. Bushiri is already rich. He doesn't need money. But honor. Jesus said something very important. Right, Honorable Vice President? Jesus said something very important. He said these words. He said, a prophet is not honored in his own country. That wasn't a prophetic word. It was an observation. That doesn't mean say it should not happen. I'm honored in my country. So I implore that we create an atmosphere where we honor the son of the soil, Prophet Bushiri, even as we from around the world have already honored him. So whosoever is winning next election, here is who is winning. The one who honors Shepherd Bushiri is going to win. Now, I understand you. I was supposed to be here saying happy birthday. No, this is my happy birthday. I get very confused by the African culture of lack of honor. So I'm proud to actually have the right vice president here, political leaders here, the mayor here, really honoring the prophet. But internationally, we have to tell the world we honor our own people. And this is my plea. And I understand, as my spiritual father, Pastor Chris, said it this way about politicians, and I want to ricochet it. And he said something very important. He said, globalists like politicians have an instantaneous proclivity to prolixity. So they use so much verbose in the meetings, and the talk becomes nothing. Today, all around the world, we honor a man that has caused, I'm talking about a ripple in the fabric, and really managed to get everyone united. I was with him in New York, Right Honorable Vice President. I was with him in New York, and I think it was around 10, and we went into this shop with Prophetess Mary, And then I said, but why are we doing this? We came here to do what we are doing in business. Why don't we just gather people? Hear this. This is in New York, in the middle of New York City Center. Don't we just tell people to meet us tonight? And book the place, called some people, book a place, 5,000 seater. We finished around 4. We said, let's go to the venue. And the police were there. They had canceled the venue. It was too full with queues. We had to do another booking for a stadium in New York. He just posted, I'm in New York in this location. Then we had to tell the other people to move to another location. One son of Malawi is doing it. Why is he honored abroad and not honored here? Is the question. I'm not saying he's not honored. I'm saying he's honored, but the accolades have to be sound. We have to see them. It has to say to every country, we know what we have as Malawi. We have a prophet to the nations. And that's my plea. And my plea can be ignored, but whosoever will do it is the one who will win elections. Happy birthday to Prophet Bushiri. And I propose a toast in honor of Prophet Bushiri that this year, make sure it is no alcohol. Chuma said, I have prayed for it. I don't trust Chuma's prayers one bit. So I propose a toast. You do it for me. Let's raise our... Now we can see people who are able to do it. Everyone, even watching around the world and those who are here, this is to Prophet Bushiri, to this gathering of Christians, and also for this country, to honor a son that has given a name and an impact to this nation. Cheers.
This is Prophet Bushiri's birthday yet another time, and God keeps blessing the man. Now, Prophet Angel, the father of Prophet Bushiri, was present this time again, and he shared some beautiful and amazing words that I think Prophet Angel is so intelligent, right? The timing was so right. You would think his birthday, we need to celebrate and just let it slide, bro. That was the time. That was the time to seize the opportunity. People were there, political figures were there, and you see the bit of people not treating prophets so nicely in their country and all of that. And we as Africans, most especially on how we treat prophets, how we, slander prophets and all of that, Prophet Angel thought about it, gave, deeper, message on that. And I think people will change from things, people will change. And that's one of the most important part of things in the celebration, right? Prophet Angel just changed everything. So gave an advice to, political figures on how they treat prophets, and it was so beautiful. I think the day was beautiful. There are a lot of videos that I'll share with you guys, so just make sure you are glued to your screen and enjoy, these other videos that I'll share with you guys, right? Enjoy it. But the speech of Prophet Angel was so amazing, and I hope you also enjoyed it, full of wisdom. And I hope you also tapped into the wisdom right there. It is very beautiful. My name is Shoda Nixon. I love to break down gospel messages like this. Make sure you subscribe, share, like this video. Honestly, thank you for watching. I'm out.